Vivian. I'm the interim vice president for this year.
And my name is Anthony, and I'm the treasurer for this year.
Okay.
So we'll be your interviewers for today. During the interview, we'll be writing notes and checking the time, so don't worry if we're not looking at you, we're still paying attention.
Okay.
So we encourage you to take time to think about your answers to each response. Please note that the interview will also be recorded. So do you have any questions before we begin?
Not really.
Okay, cool. So before we get started, we're just going to ask some icebreaker questions to ease you into the interview. Just explain your thought process and ask any questions if you need. So if you could be a part of a human body, which part would you be and why?
Maybe like a muscle,
A muscle?
because like a bicep, something that always has potential to grow. Not like a nipple, because I heard that's one of the most like useless parts or something. But if you're like a bicep or something, because I gym, and you're always trying to work it out. You're always trying to improve on it. You know, curl more. There's always improvement. Yeah, so that's what I'd be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice answer. So we're going to ask you questions on your background and motivations in joining our 2020 VSA team.
Yep.
So can you just tell me a bit about yourself?
So yeah, I'm Anthony. I am currently on a keto diet. If you guys know what that is. You guys know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been trying to diet since high school. I used to be really chubby. So since then I've just been trying to eat healthy. Trying to work out, that kind of stuff. And yeah, you already know the engineering commerce.
So why do you want to be a part of VSA, and what do you associate with the society?
Coming from like a pretty white school, I always hung around the Asians, the Viet people. We always kind of stuck together. Like there weren't really many Asian teachers, so I feel as though VSA just would allow me to belong. And ever since, seeing, like it all started in high school, seeing posts on Facebook, and then that's really when I wanted to really join. Knew that that's a place where I really want to like be a part of.
And what do you associate with the society?
Just sense of communal belonging and appreciation for like Vietnamese culture. I know you don't have to be Vietnamese, so it's just appreciation and just a place where you can grow, learn, just be involved.
Yep. So what do you think you can gain from VSA, and what can you give back to VSA?
Most like mainly just leadership, and just to be, cause during high school I was one of those kids that just did the work, and looking back that wasn't really an experience that I enjoyed. And moving on to uni now, I feel as though I just gotta make the most of it, and I just wanna develop skills that I reckon I'll bring into the workforce, leadership, communication, that kind of stuff. And I think VSA would just be like a great place to develop my skills.
Yep. So what motivates you to learn about your culture, and what do you suggest are the best ways people can connect to and learn more about culture?
Like, can you please repeat that?
Yep. So the first part is what motivates you to learn about your culture.
Yep.
And the second part is what do you suggest are the best ways people can connect to and learn more about culture?
Definitely family, because I grew up with my mother and my grandma, and they both came from Vietnam, and so I grew up in a very, cultural, like background and stuff, and like so for me, I just want to share that with other people, tell people my parents' story, and to me that's just it's different from other students here who might have parents that were from here. To me, that's what, just mainly family. And I reckon just going to cultural events, maybe seeing the different varieties, seeing different foods, seeing how people interact with one another, and that I reckon that gives you a taste of the culture. Yeah.
You should be aware that VSA is not exclusively for Vietnamese people and culture. As a society, we aim to celebrate Vietnamese culture in the in the university community. However, we also embrace, celebrate, and learn about all cultural backgrounds. In consideration of this, why do you think diversity is important to VSA and to yourself?
Diversity just really shows how we are as a society and how we kind of are more than just Vietnamese people. It's more about like unity and how it's like the appreciation of Vietnamese people that can just bring everyone together instead of, you know, if we were just a society that had Vietnamese people, that would seem that, like, I don't know, it's just, you know, it's kind of off, and it's really seem, you know, but if it's like a diverse one, then I guess it kind of shows who we are, like, as a society now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what does diversity mean to yourself?
What does diversity mean to myself? Diversity. I think it just means being inclusive and just accepting people, accepting everyone. Just, yeah.
So VSA is continuing looking for a diverse team to bring bright, creative, and innovative ideas to our events. Next, we will ask you to pitch an idea. You'll be given 2 minutes to think about it, and 1 minute to pitch. So the scenario is, VSA typically runs similar food events, social, sport, and charity events every year. Pitch a new event idea to us, and explain why this would be important to you. In your response, please discuss why it would be successful, and what potential issues you might face.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have 2 minutes. Whenever you're ready.
So like a fresh idea?
Yeah, something we haven't done before.
I think I've got it.
Already?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
It just came up.
Okay, take your time.
Alright, hear me out. What if we had like a Vietnamese karaoke night? Or have you done that?
No.
Okay, so honestly, like, yeah, just singing, you know, when we were kids would hear our parents jamming up karaoke songs. So there are the few songs here and there that are just like the core karaoke songs. So I reckon if we had that at a night like at uni, I know some people won't be able to sing because obviously not everyone's Viet, but I'm sure everyone will still vibe and like enjoy the music, and yeah, and we had like food there, everyone could just eat, sing, and yeah, karaoke is always something people would bond over, and just, you know, pass the mic around, everyone's jamming. I think that would be a really nice event.
And anything about like the logistics or what issues you might face?
Is copyright a thing? Maybe. If we were to, you know, maybe record snippets of the karaoke itself and, you know, post it on Facebook, that obviously has issues in it. So maybe pictures will do instead of videos with no audio. And yeah.
So the next set of questions will be personal insights. The questions will require self-reflection and allow you to think deeply about your current skills. So please be as honest as you can, since there are no right or wrong answers. The first question is, what personal qualities are you most proud of, and what qualities do you aspire to develop?
My own personal quality. I reckon it's my motivation. If you've seen, you probably haven't, the photos of me in high school, I was pretty big, and since then I've just been really, really motivated just to slim down, and that took a lot, like changing my like dietary stuff, eating just brown rice, chicken breast, vegetables. That was really hard, but I just pushed through, and I was just really motivated to, like my goal and like where I see myself in the future.
And what qualities do you aspire to develop?
Mainly like openness and honesty, because I feel as though that is crucial in just connecting with people, and how like my future like will progress is through interacting with people, through talking to people. My job is just so, if I'm an open, honest person, I feel as though people would like me more or whatever, and
So what do you anticipate will be the greatest challenge of joining the team, and how do you plan to handle this?
What is the biggest?
The greatest challenge of joining.
Maybe balance, because obviously I'm first year, I'm still transitioning from high school, seeing where everything is, taking uni subjects for the first time, so that plus an extra thing, it's mainly going to be how I'm going to organize my time, organize my activities, prioritize things, and
So we understand that university life is demanding and students are balancing between many things like work, family and self-care. So joining VSA adds another layer of responsibilities to manage, and oftentimes you have to manage multiple conflicting tasks. So giving us an example, how do you prioritize and manage conflicting tasks?
Mainly seeing them beforehand. So, having a calendar, because assignments, assessments, they're not going to be dropped on you like 2 days before. They're given in the course outline. You know when they are. Society events, they're going to be told as well. They're going to be organized maybe weeks, months in advance. So you know when everything is, and if you know they're going to conflict, then preparation is key. Everything needs, you need to make sure you don't leave everything to the last minute. You need to be organized. Finish all your work, be it like go ahead if you have to, if that's going to resolve the problem of having like conflicting like events and assignments and stuff.
Do you have an example of when you've done that?
I mean, not that I can think of, but not off the top of my head, but if I remember, I will come back to it.
So just following up then, what other university commitments do you have or might you have, and how do you uphold your responsibility within VSA amongst that?
Does like attending peer mentoring count as a responsibility, or do you mean like other subcommittees or stuff?
Yeah, other subcommittees and like whatever else might take your time.
So I also do peer mentoring for business and engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them's on Monday, one of them's on Tuesday. And what's the follow-up?
And so like amongst all the other things that you're at uni, so like your exams, other subcoms you might want to be in, how will you uphold your responsibility in VSA?
By just making sure I know what is required of me, and I know what I signed up for, and I just make sure that I produce like what I'm expected to do, like amongst VSA and also amongst everything else.
So teamwork is one of the core skills required when working in a team.
Teamwork.
Yep. and strong teamwork is an integral part of VSA.
Yep.
The following questions will aim to discover your role and view on team cooperation. So in your experience, what are 3 characteristics and or actions that you believe make up a strong and successful team?
Communication is a big one. A team needs to communicate with one another, needs to know where each one of them stand, and without communication there's like confusion, misinterpretation, and that's when a lot can go wrong. I feel as though even if it's not something positive to communicate, even if it's negative, that still has to be communicated, or else, there's tension, there's underlying stuff that could really be detrimental to the overall team. Another one I think is participation. So members can't be reliant on others. They should, all be like proactive. Everyone should know what their role is. Everyone should just do their job and just another one I reckon is communication, participation, and respect. I reckon everyone needs to respect one another, not just the leader, because in the team there's usually a leader, and usually everyone just listens to the leader, whatever. But I feel as though in a successful team there needs to be respect for everyone in the team. Everyone needs to just acknowledge one another. Everyone needs to accept each other's ideas, like regardless of who they are, like what there might be a lower role, higher role. Everyone still, what they say is it's always correct.
So in a team, would you describe yourself as a leader or a follower? Give an example of when you fulfilled this role in a team situation.
I used to play comp basketball, and I don't know, I never knew I was a leader until I got on the court. So we play, and I notice everything about my team, and then obviously we play, and then in timeouts, I feel as though I'm always just telling people, I'm suggesting them. I'm not like telling them like, you should be doing that, you just that. It's just like, I just give advice. I tell away, like, maybe stay on the 3-point more, maybe try cut a bit more, move around a bit more. And I feel that I was just in charge, and
Yep. So oftentimes when working in a team, different people contribute different levels of effort.
Yep.
And work and effort in the project.
Yep.
How do you approach someone who contributes less or not at all?
If they're in the team, then they're there for a reason. So let's say I'm in VSA. I signed up for this. It's not like I was put into this position and forced here. So I approach the person and tell them, hey, like, you know what you signed up for. This wasn't like, like forced on you. You like, it's not like you had no choice. You chose to. So maybe, you should rethink what you're doing, and maybe just remember like why you're here, and maybe encourage more participation.
Yeah. So the following question will be a problem-solving question. So take your time to plan out your answers and just explain your thought processes. If you'd like us to repeat the question, then please ask. So you're at a bonding event when someone makes a joking remark at one PR. Initially that PR is fine with it, however you think that the PR looks quite uncomfortable and upset at the comment, albeit small. Your other team member just tells them it's just banter and to be more lighthearted because it's supposed to be a fun bonding event. Other people around just ignore the situation. So what would you do as a witness to the situation?
So first, I would approach the person making the remarks and maybe talk first. Put them to the side, talk to them one on one, and maybe tell them that, hey, like, what if that was like someone you cared about, someone, maybe your sister, or maybe someone was being rude at the shops to your mother, because that's pretty much the same thing. Like if someone's calling someone names in public, stuff like that, that's kind of the same situation. So yeah, that's what I would tell the person, and then after that, hopefully the person thinks like, oh crap, like that's kind of sad what I'm doing, that's not right. And then I would go to the other person and be like, hey, maybe like, so this person expressed that they didn't feel well, right? Like they didn't take it, or is this just me experiencing it?
So yeah, they just look visibly kind of uncomfortable or upset at the comment that's been made.
So yeah, I think this person should really speak to the other person, and I think he or she should really express how they feel and how those comments have impacted them. And obviously that's when he's reflected, I've made him reflect on how he's making her feel, and then if I get her to voice it out to him, hopefully that's when they talk it out. And it's really, they need to fix it between themselves, because that's when problems are truly solved when two people, like the actual people impacted, actually talk together. Not I'll tell him to stop and I'll tell him it will be alright. That's not really how it works, and that actually have to talk together. Yeah.
So would you do this during the event, or would you wait till after? So when would you?
I think since this is a bonding event, I would do it during the event, and then maybe they could resolve things. Maybe they get closer over this. Maybe laugh it out months later, when like, hey, remember when you were bullying me?
So final icebreaker question.
Okay.
You have to wear a shirt with one word on it for 1 year. What word would you choose and why?
One word.
Yeah.
On a shirt.
Yeah.
Can it be an acronym?
Yeah.
As cringe as this sounds, maybe like YOLO.
Very good.
YOLO?
Why?
Because you do live once, and a lot of people, I think, are they just do the minimum to get by. And I feel as though if you do that, you're not really getting much out of life, out of anything, out of schooling, out of university. Say you have a job and all you do is go to your job, you don't go to any social events. Or let's say you live but you don't travel, you don't experience other cultures, you don't go to skydiving. I think you're just really missing out on life.
So yeah, that's the conclusion of the interview. So we're just going to ask you a few questions about like availability and commitments, but the section's unmarked.
Yep.
So what days do you attend uni?
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And do you have any other work or society commitments? If so, how many days or hours do they take up per week?
I have peer mentoring for BSOC and NSOC.
Yeah.
Mondays it's I think 10 to 11, and Thursday 12 to 1. So yeah, right after this.
Yeah. And so no work commitments or anything?
No.
Cool.
No.
So just to confirm, are you able to attend the following compulsory dates? So our inaugural meeting on the 10th of March and retreat, which is the 19th and the 22nd to the 22nd of May. Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time out to apply and attend today. We've had an extraordinary amount of applicants, so congratulations on getting this far. You'll hear from us by the end of this week on Sunday, the 8th of March. Just note that due to a high number of applicants, it's best not to share the questions you've been asked today in the interview, as it will only disadvantage yourself.
Okay.
So do you have any questions for us?
Not really. What do you guys study?
Pardon?
What do you guys study?
I'm doing commerce and media and PR and advertising.
I do commerce and information system.
Yeah.
It's like 3rd year, 4th years.
Second year.
4th year.
Yeah. So how'd you? Oh, you met Kevin from
Last year.
VSA.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, actually, I met him in high school actually. We used to go same tutoring place.
Oh.
Yeah. Chung's.
Chung's, yeah, Fairfield.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're from?
I'm from like Auburn.
Oh, that's pretty far then, eh?
No, it's like 10 minutes.
Oh.
20 minutes. Oh.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Captain?
Yeah.
How do you know him?
When I was in year 7, he was in year 10. Same high school.
Right.
I don't know. I don't even know how, like, so my group of year 7 friends became close with his year 10 friends. But, like, I look back and, like, why would year 10s be talking to year 7s? Like, now, if I was in year 10, I'd look at year 7s, like, I was like, you stare them down, you don't like them, but somehow we're friends. And then he moved schools in, like, year 11 or something.
Yeah.
And then, he's talked here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks then.
Alright, thank you.
All the
Thank you.
best. A funny class.
See you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.